Hello. Oh, wait. All right. So, welcome to all who are with us. It's wonderful. I love making Havdalah, and this is a slightly new little twist, and that we're allowing people on. Inviting folks on to join via Zoom in addition to the live stream. So hello to Jordana and to Rebecca and Karen and Arlene and Randy. I think it's Zeller. I think that's who it is, but I'm not sure, Randy. I'm not certain. If it's not, maybe it's Randy Weiler, Friedland. I don't know. Anyway, okay. We're gonna same routine. I want to share a little thought, say Kaddish for all of us who are remembering loved ones, and then we will make Havdalah. You know, we've just read Parsha Bereshit, and we come back to this founding story of Adam and Eve from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. I understand from Tara that you all at Torah study spoke about the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to focus on the Havdalah experience. And, I want to ask a pop quiz. You can send the answer into the chat if you'd like, for those of you who are on Zoom. What are the 5 senses? What are they? You can send that in. I'm guessing it's a test that most of us, given a few seconds, would answer, would be able to remember. The senses: to see, to hear, to touch, to taste. What's the last one? Exactly. Great. Pointing to our nose. To smell. To smell. What does this have to do with Havdalah? And what does this have to do with, if anything, with the Parsha that we just concluded? So I want to just point out that in Parsha Bereshit, the for opening Torah portion, it said Vatereh ha'isha, and Eve saw. And this is chapter 3, verses 6 and 7. Then it says, Vatikach mipirio, and she took from the fruit of the tree. And then it says, Vayochel, and he ate. And the last clause, Vayishma'u et hakol Adonai. The Yishma'u, like Shema, they heard the call, the voice of God. So we just have, what do we have? We have Vatereh, she saw. Vatikach, she touched. Vayochel, he ate, tasted. And lastly, they heard. What is the one sense of the 5 that this moment of Torah, this moment that is not a moment that we're proud of, what's the one sense that it does not point to? Come back to Arlene's insight. The smell. So there are some who say, oh, maybe this is the reason why on Havdalah we have besamim, spices. If you have an etrog left over from Sukkot, you should keep it cold. It'll last for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's, as you all know, the best besamim there is. I should have been talking about this for the months, the days and the weeks ahead of Sukkot. But next year, if you don't have one for this post Sukkot season, the etrog is the best, at least in my very subjective opinion, the best besamim. Besamim are the spices, the scent. So this is a very fun parsha to just remind ourselves of this little piece of our ritual. Wait, why is it the spice? Why do we always have spices for Havdalah? maybe you've always known. There are other reasons given. But for this Shabbat, when we're just completing Parsha Bereshit, Genesis, I thought, maybe you'll remember this. Oh yeah, in a week or two, in a month or 3 months. Wait, why do we smell spices on Havdalah? Because in the Garden of Eden, that was the one sense that wasn't, say, tainted by our poor choice in the Garden of Eden. The scent of the sense of smell is like this pure. There's something refined about the sense of smell that, according to this week's parsha, is higher than the others. Okay, so with that, I want to share one last thought, which for me connects to what will link us or transition us to Havdalah, to Kaddish. When I was a boy, I had the great joy, blessing of living with my grandmother. My father's mother lived in our home for about 8 years, from the time I was 10 to 18, and then I went off to college and so forth. She lived with my parents and brother and sister, and we always knew that Grandma was in the house on Friday afternoon, because we always had the smell wafting through our home of mocha cake. Now, I'm guessing that all of the grandma treasures of our lives, each of us, the grandma evokes some memory of something that grandma loved to bake, or Nana, whomever.
Yes.
Some smell that you associate with a loved one. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a grandmother, but I think that this aspect of Havdalah, of the Bisamim, the sense of smell, can connect us to loved ones in a really beautiful, such a core, heartfelt way. Sometime, and for some, I don't know, Jordan, I'm thinking about your grandma who's around. I don't know if there's a smell that you associate with her baking or cooking, but anyway, I wanted to bring this piece of Havdalah in a very practical way to, the lives that we've lived and are living. So with that, I'm going to now lead us in the Mourner's Kaddish, and if you are remembering someone, obviously at home, join in, and with the Kaddish, we remind ourselves that we stand on the shoulders and with so much gratitude and sense of blessing that our loved ones brought into our lives. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah. V'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal Shmei d'Kudesha Brechu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'v'romav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel. We can all say amen. Okay, so now we will begin Havdalah. If you have your candles, if you're doing it yourselves at home, you can light your Havdalah candle. Okay. Hine el Yeshuati eftach velo echad ki ozi v'zimrat ya vayehi li Yeshua. Ushavtem mayim b'sason mimanei Yeshua. L'Adonai Yeshua lamcha b'chatecha selam. Adonai tzivahot imanu mizgav lanu Elohei Yaakov selam. Adonai tzivahot ashrei adam boteach bach. Adonai Oshia melech yanenu b'yom La Yehudim Maita Ora V'Simcha V'Sason Ve'Yikar Kendi Elanu Kos Yeshuot Esau V'Shem Adonai Ekra Kos Yeshuot Esau V'Shem Adonai Ekra. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hooray, Priya Goffin. Borei peri agafen. Borei peri agafen. Ya la 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 ya la la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei mine besamim. Borei mine besamim. Borei mine besamim. Smell your spices. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei meorei ha'esh. Borei meorei ha'esh. Borei meorei ha'esh. Ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Ben or lechoshech, ben Yisrael le'amim, ben yom hashvi, l'sheshet yemei hamaseh, l'sheshet yemei hamaseh. Baruch atah Adonai Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Baruch atah Adonai Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. Chatotenu yimchol, Zarenu v'chospenu yorpekacho, v'chakochavim balayla. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimera v'yamenu, Yavo Aleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Agiladi. Shavua Tov, 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 Shavua Tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and the joy increase. All right, dear people, Shavua Tov to you. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend and a wonderful week ahead. And I hope you stay healthy
Thank
and
you,
well.
Rabbi. Best to everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rabbi. Best
Thank you so
everybody.
much. Really sweet.
Shavua Tov too.
Shavua Tov.
Oh, awesome. Yay. Oh, great. Oh, that's so nice. Next, you'll tell us what she cooks. What's the fragrance that your grandma produces?
Oh my God.
So
that's
many.
So many. Krepla. Oh my God. Potato pancakes. Works.
John here. I wish you all
That's good, Penelope.
All right,
I
dear
only
people.
had a grandpa, but he made the best salmon croquettes.
All right, love to all. I'll speak with you very